Richard Napier Luce, Baron Luce KG, GCVO PCDL was Lord Chamberlain to HM the Queen from 2000 to 2006, and has been Governor of Gibraltar, a Conservative Member of Parliament and Government Minister. He now sits as a crossbench peer. Early career. Born in Westminster, Luce was educated at Wellington College and Christ's College, Cambridge. He completed national service in Cyprus 1955–57. He then briefly joined the Overseas Civil Service, first as a district officer in Kenya, 1960–62. He then worked for Gala Limited as a brand manager, before becoming marketing manager for the Spirella Company of Great Britain. In 1968–71 he was director of the National Eye Innovation Centre. From 1972 to 1979, he was chairman of IFA Consultants Limited. He was also chair of Selenex Limited, and of Courtney Stewart International. Political career. After unsuccessfully contesting Hitchin against Labour's Shirley Williams in 1970, Luce was first elected to the House of Commons as Member of Parliament for Arundel and Shoreham in a by-election in 1971. When the constituency was abolished in boundary changes for the February 1974 general election, he was returned for the new Shoreham constituency. He retired from the Commons at the 1992 general election. Luce was appointed the Parliamentary Private Secretary to the Minister of Trade and Consumer Affairs in 1972. After the Conservative Party lost the February 1974 general election, he became an opposition whip. When the Conservatives returned to power at the 1979 general election, he became Parliamentary Under Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs for the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. In 1981, he was promoted to Minister of State for Foreign Affairs within the same department. In 1982, he followed his Secretary of State, Lord Carrington, in resigning over Argentina's invasion of the Falkland Islands. He returned to office in 1983, again as a Minister of State in the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. In 1985, he was moved to the Privy Council office as Minister for the Arts and Minister for the Civil Service, which was his last ministerial office. He resigned in 1990. Luce was knighted in 1991, and was made a Privy Councillor in 1986. After the Commons, Luce was Vice-Chancellor of the University of Buckingham between 1992 and 1996. In 1997, he was appointed Governor of Gibraltar, an office he held until 2000, and he was created a life peer on 2 October 2000 as Baron Luce of Arda in the county of West Sussex. In 2000 he was appointed a Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order and became Lord Chamberlain in HM the Queen's royal household. Lord Luce relinquished the post of Lord Chamberlain on the 11th of October 2006. He was succeeded by the RT Hon. The Earl Peel. The Lord Chamberlain is the head of the royal household. Lord Luce was appointed a Knight Companion of the Order of the Garter on the 23rd of April 2008. The Order of the Garter is the highest order of chivalry in the United Kingdom and is in the personal bestowal of HM the Queen. The membership of the Order of the Garter is limited to 24 at any one time, and this number excludes the British royal family and foreign royal families who are members. The Order currently includes one former British Prime Minister, Sir John Major, as well as numerous British government ministers and senior members of the royal household. On 26 April 2012, Lord Luce was appointed by David Cameron, the Prime Minister, as the chair of the Crown Nominations Commission for the See of Canterbury. The commission set up to nominate the 105th Archbishop of Canterbury. Lord Luce is president of the Voluntary Arts Network and the Royal Overseas League and is High Steward of Westminster Abbey in popular culture. Lord Luce Luce was portrayed by Jonathan Coy in the 2002 BBC production of Ian Curtis's controversial The Falklands play. He has also written Ringing the Changes, a memoir published by Michael Russell Family. He is the son of Margaret and Sir William Luce, Governor and Commander-in-Chief of Aden, political resident in the Gulf and special representative to the Foreign Secretary for Gulf Affairs. His father's older brother was Sir David Luce, 1st Sea Lord. His maternal grandfather was Trevelyan Napier, who was the Commander-in-Chief, America and West Indies Station. Luce has two sons, Alexander and Edward. His sister Diana is married to retired Royal Navy Captain David Hart-Dyke, and his niece is comedian and actress Miranda Hart. Styles and titles: Richard Luce, ESQ, 1936–1971. Richard Luce, ESQ, MP 1971–1986. The RT Hon Richard Luce, MP, PC 1986–1991. The RT Hon Sir Richard Luce, MP, PC 1991–1992. The RT Hon Sir Richard Luce, PC 1992–2000. The RT Hon the Lord Luce, GCVO, PC 2000–2008. The RT Hon the Lord Luce KG, GCVO, PC 2008. Present. Arms.